Music has always been a space where artistry and chaos collide. But every now and then, an artist emerges who doesn't just ride the waves of creativity, but creates their own storm entirely. One such figure is Kim Dracula, an artist as enigmatic as their name suggests. From viral TikTok fame to genre-bending chaos, their meteoric rise is as thrilling as it is polarizing. And of course, it comes with its fair share of controversy. Who is Kim Dracula? How did they rise so quickly in the music world? And why do they divide audiences and critics alike? Let's dive in. What's up, Insomniacs? Jake from Sleepless Records here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the controversial rise of Kim Dracula. Before we jump into the video, hit that subscribe button and join the Sleepless Society today. And now, without further ado, let's jump into the video. To understand Kim Dracula's rise, we have to start at the beginning, or at least as far back as the internet has been able to dig. Kim Dracula, whose real name is Samuel Wellings, hails from Hobart, Tasmania, a far cry from the bustling hubs of global music fame. But even from this seemingly quiet corner of the world, Kim Dracula has managed to captivate audiences worldwide. They first gained recognition on TikTok, where their distinctive aesthetic and genre-defying covers quickly caught fire. Their version of Paparazzi by Lady Gaga skyrocketed their name into viral territory. But it wasn't just the cover itself that got people talking. It was the dramatic flair, blending haunting vocals with an intense theatricality that had everyone asking, "Who is this?" Kim Dracula's persona is a mix of goth, glam, and shock value, drawing inspiration from theatrical rock legends like Marilyn Manson and Freddie Mercury with a Gen Z twist. And that's what makes them polarizing. Their image is loud, their music is louder, and their ability to blend genres like metal, pop, and even jazz feels both innovative and chaotic. In the 2020s, in an era dominated by TikTok trends and algorithmic discovery, Kim Dracula leveraged the platform's unique ability to amplify the bizarre and unexpected. Their breakout moment arguably came with their Paparazzi cover. The track not only dominated TikTok, but also carried over to Spotify and YouTube, racking up millions of plays. This wasn't your typical pretty voice cover. Kim Dracula added guttural screams, operatic crescendos, and an eerie theatricality that made it unforgettable. From there, they began releasing original tracks that pushed their image further. Songs like Killdozer and Make Me Famous blurred the lines between social commentary, absurdity, and pure musical chaos. The latter track, Make Me Famous, is a particularly scathing critique of influencer culture and internet toxicity, featuring blistering screams and satirical spoken word sections that went viral for their audacity. But with fame came controversy. Kim Dracula's rise hasn't been without turbulence. In fact, much of their appeal, or repulsion depending on who you ask, lies in their willingness to push boundaries, both musically and socially. One of the key points of contention is their provocative imagery and lyrics. Critics have accused Kim Dracula of being deliberately shocking without substance, relying on grotesque visuals and edgy themes to stay relevant. Their music videos often feature violent, surreal imagery, which some see as artistic expression but others find gratuitous. Take Make Me Famous as an example. The song's commentary on influencer culture is biting, but its accompanying video left audiences divided. Scenes depicting graphic violence, interspersed with satire and self-referential humor, left some praising it as a bold critique of internet fame, while others dismissed it as try-hard shock value. Then there's the issue of their online persona. Kim Dracula is outspoken on social media, often engaging with fans and critics alike in ways that can come across as abrasive or confrontational. Some see this as a refreshing break from the overly polished personas of many mainstream artists, but others argue it alienates potential listeners. The biggest controversy, however, is the accusation that Kim Dracula leans too heavily on their aesthetic and shock factor, rather than the music itself. Critics argue that their genre-blending style, while innovative, lacks cohesion, making it difficult to determine what Kim Dracula actually stands for as an artist. What's undeniable about Kim Dracula is their refusal to conform. Whether you love them or hate them, they've carved out a niche that's uniquely their own, and that's no small feat in today's overcrowded music landscape. Musically, Kim Dracula represents a kind of chaos that resonates with a generation raised on internet absurdity. Their ability to fuse deathcore screams with jazz breakdowns or juxtapose gothic aesthetics with pop sensibilities reflects the fragmented way many people consume media today. Genres are less important than ever, and Kim Dracula is capitalizing on that shift. Take their track, Drown, as an example. It opens with haunting piano melodies, transitions into heavy metal screams, and somehow lands in a jazzy outro. For some listeners, this unpredictability is exhilarating. For others, it's exhausting, but either way, it's hard to ignore. Part of Kim Dracula's mystique lies in their persona. They embody a blend of theatrical villainy and internet meme culture that feels tailored for virality. Their look, often featuring heavy makeup, gothic clothing, and over-the-top accessories, channels the glam rock and goth aesthetics of the past while injecting a modern post-ironic twist. They're not just a musician, they're a performance artist, crafting a character that blurs the line between satire and sincerity. This persona also extends to their social media presence. Kim Dracula often posts cryptic, provocative messages that keep fans guessing. Whether it's teasing new music, making bold statements about the music industry, or simply trolling their audience, they've mastered the art of staying in the conversation. So why does Kim Dracula divide people so much? Part of it comes down to their unpredictability. For fans, their genre-defying approach is refreshing, a rebellion against the cookie-cutter nature of mainstream pop and rock. For critics, it can feel like a gimmick, prioritizing shock value over substance. Another factor is their polarizing aesthetic. While some see their theatricality as a welcome throwback to larger-than-life rock icons, others see it as a distraction from the music itself. There's also the matter of cultural context. Kim Dracula's rise is happening at a time when the music industry is grappling with questions about authenticity, artistry, and the role of social media in shaping careers. In many ways, they're a product of this environment, and their divisiveness reflects the larger cultural debate surrounding it. The big question is, where does Kim Dracula go from here? On one hand, their ability to generate buzz shows no signs of slowing down. Their fan base, while divided, remains fiercely loyal, and their knack for staying relevant in the ever-shifting world of social media is a major asset. But there are challenges too. To sustain their career, Kim Dracula will need to prove that their music can stand on its own, without relying solely on viral moments or shocking visuals. As the novelty of their style wears off, they'll need to show growth and evolution to keep audiences engaged. There's also the risk of burnout. Kim Dracula's high-energy, high-concept approach is exhilarating, but potentially unsustainable in the long run. Finding a balance between spectacle and substance will be key to their longevity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives. Until next time, good night.